Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 78th time we're recording this.
Hello. Welcome to Descant episode 21.
We have a guest. It's Ben. Haha. Moving on.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Ben.
The original intro was like 10 times better, but we're going to go with this one.
Yeah, it really was.
I'm a little annoyed, but it's fine.
We had some technical difficulties that were,
Eli,
to be
Eli
completely
forgot
honest,
to press the red circle button.
totally my fault.
Well, it's not my fault.
Could have definitely not been avoided, you know? it was, I don't even know.
There you go. Yeah, that was flawless.
We should start over again.
Yes. That was horrible.
Well, I wanted to ask you boys, how is quarantine treating you?
Fantastic. Go ahead,
Well,
Ben.
I'm annoyed.
Let's start with Eli.
I was going to start with Ben because he's our guest.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Ben.
Start
Go
with
ahead.
Ben, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of annoying because, like, you want to go out and, like, see your buddies and just, like,
Just
you know,
vibe. Vibe with your pals.
But, like, you can't go out and even do that. You're stuck with a new order that you have to sit inside and do nothing.
That's something
I mean,
we didn't say this take, by the way. We live in Georgia, and they just issued a statewide quarantine, so it's literally illegal to leave our house.
Yeah,
We're
it's
not
illegal,
allowed to leave.
and that if you do, you risk arrest as well as a what was that, $1,000 fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like, because
Just
I
cough
work
in
at
the
a
officer's face.
Watch them like freak out. They start pepper spraying themselves to try to kill off the virus.
Their taser just goes off in every direction.
Everything that could go wrong goes wrong on them.
Their belt buckle. What?
Belt buckle.
Dude, I'm losing my mind.
Dude,
Take
we've been
number 3
quarantined
isn't
for so
treating you
long, we
right,
forgot to
huh?
speak English.
Yeah, that's what happens, bro.
I've lost my mind. Well, Eli, what about you? How's it treating you?
Were you even done, Ben?
I think we're all like just started talking and then it got lost because I don't even know if I was.
Wow.
But like I don't know, it's just weird because like I get like not going out and
Social
shopping.
distancing.
Yeah, I know social distancing, but like if you go to like your buddy's house and both have been sitting inside for the last 2 weeks, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I feel like I get you shouldn't be in like crowds of more than 5 people and stuff like that, but like we're teenagers, we're all like kind of stuck at home doing nothing, no jobs, no money. We all just want before we lose our minds.
Wait, you cut out. We all just want to what?
I think we all just want some social interaction before we
Weird.
lose our minds,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of losing it a little bit. The only person I talk to is Joseph, and his girlfriend is there all the time, and she annoys me.
Yeah. Well, what's your own girlfriend, bud?
What?
Well, what's your own girlfriend? Is like how is that going for like relationships wise? Like you're the only one here, I think, with a girlfriend. How's
my relationship going? My
Yeah,
relationship's going great.
how
how is
has the
quarantine
quarantine
affecting
affected it though?
She's annoying me.
What do you mean by that? Like how?
She won't shut up.
Oh,
Listen, I'm telling her like every day. I'm like, listen, we need to stay away from each other until this is done. And I know it's gonna be like annoying, but maybe we can see each other once a week or something like that. And every day she's like, "Can I come over? Will you come over? I want to see you. I miss you." And I'm like, "Do you not understand the point?
Did you not? It's like every
Are you listening to me?"
It's like every first and second, like third word in what you say actually registers.
She's like, "Hang out week," and I'm like, okay.
Hang out every other day, and you're just like, hang out every day.
Bro, if
We're gonna hang out.
COVID-19 doesn't take you out, can I?
Whoa, that's smooth.
We're gonna hang out once a week. We're gonna hang out week.
You can't spell quarantine without URAQT.
That's not the order that it's in, though. So
That's not the order. That's not it.
Also, didn't say this take. I had hot wings before I ate the. I mean, what?
before I ate the hot wings.
As
Eli
a pre-meal.
down on they sounded like some pretty good hot wings, which I'm a little jealous of.
But they were spicy, so my nose is running, so I'm sniffling a lot.
I've
pop
eaten
filter
like
smells weird.
18 bagels today.
A solid, is that like an estimated number,
That's
or
like
is that like
3
a solid
packs,
18?
bro.
Yeah, it is 3 packs. I've only eaten 2 bagels, but I wish it was more.
I just love bagels.
That's my
Bro,
only
you
goal
don't
this quarantine.
understand.
To eat all the bagels.
No, do you remember when we used to like go to like stay at your house like when we were kids and
My mom would make us bagels with
Nutella, and then
yeah.
Anthony like said, "Yo, put a mustache on my face made out of Nutella and whipped cream." And
No, I don't remember that.
dude, I remember we did that. We sat there and it took like 20 minutes. And your mom's just sitting there watching us like waste Nutella and whipped cream on Anthony, and half of it just falls off of him anyways.
Do you remember when we wrapped Anthony up in a big in the like he looked like a cocoon in the sleeping bag? Dude, and then we dropped him on his back.
I swear, I think at one point he thought we were like going to take him out to like the backyard and just pound him with shovels.
Throw him and then close the door.
Because he couldn't move. He was stuck, bro.
I know. Okay, for context, because I know Eli doesn't know this story, and a bunch of you guys don't. For my birthday, when I was younger, like 13, 14, I would have some of my friends over. And Eli and I don't think I even knew Eli really at this point. I mean,
Probably
I knew you from the line, like we talked about that before.
Yeah.
But we weren't friends. So I would have my friends at the time over, which was Ben, our friend Anthony at the time, and then Dalton, who's been on the podcast in the Vaughn episode.
Big man.
And we would all just hang out, and they would spend the night, and it was just a ton of fun. And one time, Ben, was Dalton there that time?
I'm pretty sure Dawn was there every single time.
Yeah, I think he was as well. So it was just the 4 of us, and we were getting ready for bed, and my stepdad had this. Oh no, it was Anthony's. Anthony had this giant sleeping bag, and it was one of the ones that like goes over your head, and you can like put your entire body in it. And he zipped himself up in that thing, and then we tightened it as tight as it could be, and then he couldn't move, and we just started picking him up and moving him around.
Like we were dragging him across the floor at one point.
and my stepdad just grabbed his feet, and he was like, "Grab the top of him." And then we started swinging him around, and then we dropped him on his back. And for like 2 weeks after that, he kept saying his back was hurting.
My back hurts, guys. He'd use that as like a cry. And he'd be like, "My back still hurts from the other day," and I'm like,
dude, that was like
laps.
3.5 years ago.
Yeah, I still remember the first time like with Anthony. It was like right when I got my iPhone 5 or something like that. Anthony's like, "Yo, can I see?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I hand it to him. He immediately drops it onto the floor, and he's like, "Good thing you have a good case on it." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Do you remember how we became friends with Anthony?
I don't even remember. Anthony, I think was in class, wasn't he? And he was.
Oh no! We met him at the lunch table.
At the lunch table,
because he was sitting with Hunter.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then I asked him how. I asked him what you needed pickaxe you used to mine obsidian, and he said a diamond pickaxe, and then I looked at you and I was like, he's one of us.
We found another one, boys.
Wasn't my sister involved in said lunch table?
I think she was also there. Yes. Well,
Really?
it was middle school.
Yeah, it was middle school.
Oh wow.
So
Also, like, I didn't.
Was she in middle school?
She's in 8th grade.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
She was a bit. Is she like a year older than us, or something like
Yeah. Her and Eli are 2 years apart.
Yeah.
that? And then Eli is like a solid year underneath us, little child.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. I'm probably
My bad.
I'm probably more than that because I started school a year early, baby. I'm actually supposed to be in the class of 2020, and I am so glad now
You're not.
that I'm not.
I'm also glad that you're not. Jesus
Never
Christ.
been glad that I wasn't before. Like, I never cared. I actually liked school, so I wouldn't have cared for another year. But now
Not
that
if
all
this
this
was your
crap is
last
going
year.
on, like, I'm glad that I got prom and graduation and all that. I feel so bad for the class
Speaking
of
of
2020.
proms, prom was so stupid.
Yeah,
Prom,
my
like,
senior
all the-
prom
like,
was
all,
taint.
yeah, all the high
Our-
school stuff. It's just was like
Wh-
dumb.
Which prom? Senior prom or
My
junior prom?
my senior prom was terrible. My junior prom was great.
Yeah, Ben and I's senior prom was really good.
I mean, it was pretty good in the beginning, but then like halfway, like not even halfway in, Courtney was like, "My feet hurt," and then we had to go sit outside for like an hour. And all she did was like talk about other people's dresses, and then I was sitting there just like,
And that's
Just-
on actually having a prom date.
yeah, but like Noah, and like I think you were with Karina at the time. weren't
Yeah,
you?
I was with Karina.
You guys were in there boogieing down, and I asked like, "Hey, let's go in there and like dance too."
Boogie down.
And she said, "No, my feet hurt." And I'm like, "I will give you my shoes to go and just get in there." Because we were sitting so awkwardly. It was like the worst spot. We're like outside, on the bench where no one was. Or like we're just watching people play cornhole. I mean, freaking cornhole.
There it is. There it is.
I mean,
But it was
Ben,
so
you
like.
sinner.
My bad. Oops. Pray for my soul. But it was so like that was just so awkward, and like I didn't even care about how bad of a dancer I am. I wanted to go in there and just
have fun.
boogie down, have fun.
Just fun.
Yeah, I
Not like an
remember
old man.
it was that year. It was, or no, that your senior prom would have been my junior prom. Wait,
Yes.
were you not at my senior prom, Ben?
No, I was.
I feel like I remember you being there. I don't know why.
No.
I was at your senior prom.
I guess I'm thinking of junior. yeah, you were.
Not because he was held back, which
He
almost
had
happened.
4 proms, bro.
I wasn't almost held back. It was an additional class. Shut
You
up.
failed 2 classes, bro.
Yeah, but they were both additional classes. It didn't matter. Shut up.
Yeah, like a what? 2.5 GPA.
My GPA was like a 2.3 or something.
You
retarded.
like just goes to show like high school will push you out. They do not care.
I like almost failed, and they're like, he's fine. He'll work
I
at
think it was
McDonald's."
funny like towards the end of it. Do you remember at graduation, Noah? Everybody gave
Yes.
the instant
Can you
instant
stop?
oatmeal.
That was so funny.
That was so funny. He sat up there, he had a whole pile of them next to the That was
Pretty good. So, I want to actually. That reminds me. I want to go and talk about everyone's prom experiences.
Wait. Before you do that, I have 2 things to say.
Okay.
At my graduation, my class had the whole Jewel scandal. You guys remember that?
Also, the
did you
nudity scandal.
hear about? Yeah,
Sex
my class had a
scandal.
lot of scandals. I
And like
hate
the
my
hairbrush.
class.
Bro, are you crap talking Jewel right now?
But
Yeah, you don't talk about Julius
we
like
had
that.
we had
Yeah,
a
we
We do
Jewel
not
scandal.
condone. Wait, what's the code? What's the word? We do not. Juuling is not cool, kids. Crap.
That's pretty good.
Then
That whole thing should just be one long frog.
anyway, so we
My
had
bad.
we had a dueling scandal at some point. I don't even remember when it was. I don't know if it was senior year or what, but whenever we had our graduation ceremony, they handed out these little gem thingies. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Like a gem?
Yeah, like a little tiny circular jewel, but like a different form of jewel. Does that make
Like-
sense?
Like actual like a jewel pod, like a jewel.
No, like a
Oh, a jewel. Okay.
Yeah.
jewel. Yeah. They handed them out to every single
G-W-E-L.
senior and gave them to the principal
That's
when
funny.
he handed us our diplomas. I didn't do it because I thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, there's enough people that will do it for me
that
not
was like
to
the
care.
instant oatmeal thing. It was like I kept it because I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
but
I wanted my moment personally.
yeah.
So I want to finish talking. Well, what were we about to talk about? Just so I remember. Prom. Okay. Before that, I want to get past the quarantine topic.
Yeah.
Ben, you were done, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was just talking
He's
about,
not positive.
I don't know because every time we started talking about it, we got like sidetracked.
Do you want to tell us about yours, Noah?
Well, sure. It's very short. I've done nothing but play Apex Legends for days.
Do you? Is that different? Is that abnormal?
is that
Well,
any different
I'm not
than your
going to
normal-
work.
I mean, yeah.
So yes. Usually I go to work and then play Apex Legends, but now I'm just playing Apex Legends.
All right. Well, about a week. What day is it? Friday?
About a week
About-
ago. Yeah.
We could go.
Almost 2 weeks ago. It was last Monday. My work got shut down, which obviously a movie theater is not an essential business, especially when you're getting 12 customers a day. Yeah. I mean, not literally, but it got so unbelievably slow. There was this one time that we had one person for an entire showing. Yeah, it was great.
That's cool though. Like that'd been kind of like a cool experience.
But that's for 3 movies. 3 different movies, one person.
Is
So
the
there
same
was-
guy?
It was just this old lady. She was just vibing, dude. Watching freaking Emma.
I think you told me
Emma.
about her.
Yeah. So since then, not much has changed. Before the statewide quarantine, I'm not gonna lie. I've been hanging out with friends anyway because I'm not concerned.
I mean, I was too.
If I'm meant to get the virus, then that's it.
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is. Also, I've mentioned this to several of my friends. I think that there is a possibility that I had the coronavirus.
You had.
Yeah. Have I? I know I've told you this, Noah, haven't I?
Yeah, you told me this.
Have I told you this, Ben?
No.
So in December, I got really sick, and I took like a week off of work. It was not fun, and I had a high fever, but I never checked it, so I don't know how high. But I mean, I clearly had a fever for like days.
They say the virus is a lot like the flu, and then you become like stupid dehydrated halfway through it, and you drink so much water. I mean, that's at least what my dad says. Of course, he works respiratory, so he's with it literally every single day. But like that's what he said.
I don't know. I mean, it's just a theory,
Yeah.
and it's not like it
Do
really
you mean a
matters.
hypothesis?
But shut up. We're not gonna get into that.
Hypothesis.
But where was I even at?
Your house, probably.
You're yeah.
No. Oh, oh my god.
I just got a text from my girlfriend, and all it says is "die." I
Isn't
don't
that
even-
grand?
I don't even remember what I said.
Is that like a short way to break up with someone or something?
Yeah, that's it, boys.
Anyway,
Well, the relationship ain't going too good anymore.
So I finally went to the doctor, and they tested me for the flu, and it was not the flu. But they said it was probably some sort of virus, but they have no idea what it is, just to go home and get some rest.
They check for bronchitis?
I don't remember.
Usually, I remember with me, I actually had something like that. I had a 3-day fever, like freshman year. And it wouldn't go, I don't even remember how I got to the doctor's. I went in, and I was like, I have the flu. Please help me. 'Cause my Jamal, like, it was like that time when he had just found out he was having his daughter, Destiny. And he was, like, freaking out. And then his roommate's over here, like, having cold sweats and throwing up and, like, looked like absolute death. I think I smelled like an absolute dumpster fire.
That's just normal.
Yeah, it's just normal. And Jamal like goes and gets me drugs for like I said I just need some counter things. And I eventually I told my doctor the story. I'm like, my roommate thinks I'm like absolutely dead. He won't come back to my room. Like Jamal left. He went and stayed with his girlfriend. Up and
he just said no.
He said, "No, I'll bring you your med." He left the meds outside the door, and he made me wash my sheets and stuff, bro. He was so funny. He's like, "I ain't getting sick." I'm like, "Okay."
That's funny. I didn't know about that story.
Yeah, he does not like getting sick. But I
I'm
went
about
in.
to take my pants off.
Noted. Amen.
It is so hot in my room.
You'll love to see it.
It's because you're in it.
And Noah's not here.
Free ball,
Dude.
But yeah, I went in and they tested me, and I was like, "Please, for the love of God, help me!
I'm
I'm dying. My roommate thinks I'm dead. He hasn't come back for like 3 days. He doesn't know what's happening." And then they're like, "Okay, Then they tested me, and they're like, "You ain't got the flu, but we're going to check your white count for like bronchitis and things like that." Comes back, and they're like, "Yeah, you have a severe case of bronchitis."
Why is this funny to you?
I don't know, because it was just so, like
You're
a
dying.
horrible situation. Yeah, I was excited. It was a
He was
possible
thinking of-
alleviance, bro. But yeah, dude, it was a pain that I don't even know. I got so derailed on my story.
Pain in the what, man?
Pain in the what?
Pain in the what? What were you gonna say?
The rear? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, sir.
PG podcast, baby.
No swearing on our Christian podcast.
So, that was back in December, whenever I had whatever that was. And it's just a hypothesis
There you go.
that it was Corona. And it would also explain why I don't have it yet. Because
no,
I really...
You can get the corona again, but you get it twice.
No, I know you can, but it's like less likely, isn't it? Like if you've already had it once, like you're a little bit...
It's like the cold. It constantly mutates or something like that to make sure it's constantly spreadable.
Anyway,
You love to see it.
I've definitely exposed myself a lot. Like, I was going to the gym for a while still. But I stopped doing that this week. And then they issued the quarantine. And now it's not even legal to leave our house. So, but yesterday and the day before, I hung out with some of my friends. Slipped in a last-minute hangout. And yesterday I went to Walmart with my mom and got some stuff to keep us busy. I can't really talk about it. But I've got some cool things in store for my room. Wink, wink.
Why can't you talk about it?
Because it's relevant to the podcast.
Oh.
What?
Secrecy.
I can talk about it after.
I mean, am I allowed to know?
You're allowed to know, yeah. I've already I've mentioned it to you.
Did I
But
just forget?
probably. It was that time you called me when I was at the gym. and I was out of breath, and you were like, "Are you okay?"
I don't remember, but it's fine.
Anyway, so I've actually been going to bed earlier than I even do when I work, and getting up earlier. So I'm trying to stay on a routine. I'm gonna start. I haven't done this yet. I'm probably gonna start it tonight. I'm gonna start doing at-home workouts since I literally can't leave now.
And that's like difficult to do, like get on the routine.
I hate at-home workouts.
I've struggled with it.
Like I don't know what it is. It's just it's so much harder to motivate yourself, and it's everything that you do feels less effective.
Right, because all you want to do is like sit at home. Like you're at home, you want to have like your home
There's
time.
so many
play
distractions.
games and, yeah, there's no like people there to make you feel self-conscious about what you're doing. But to make you like fired up to do it more, I guess. I don't know. But
I
also,
bought
like,
a pull-up bar though. It was the last one that Walmart had. I went to the workout section. And they had like no weights above like 10.
That's whack.
Everybody bought them all. Everybody had the same idea. But I'm trying to stay sane. Trying to go outside every now and then.
Sit on the roof.
Yes. I'm just kind of vibing though. Like I've been having a good time. I'm trying to stay in touch with people, trying to video chat people every now and then. Since
good man.
At this point, I feel like it's almost made it easier now that it is forced.
Yeah.
Because before there was the choice of leaving the house or not. Now there really isn't. I mean, there is, but it's against the law.
I mean, yeah. you can't. I mean, that's what's so weird though. You can go out, but like, what's the cop to like know that you're not lying or not about where you're going? Like, I'm going to the grocery store, or you're coming back from the grocery store, and every cop comes by to look at your rear end and your trunk, and they see no groceries. What are you going to do then?
I don't know, bro.
You're kind of.
I'm just gonna stay at home.
Yeah. I feel like that. I don't even know. It's such like that sounds like. So one of those things like you know it's right, and you don't want to do it because you're being told to do it. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's how it would be if this isn't the situation it was.
Right.
Because it's so easy to just stay home.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's tempting me to go out is the fact that it feels like summer again.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to go to the park and play Pokemon Go and just hang out.
Yeah, I want to go on like my family's boat and take that out. But that's illegal.
Is going on the lake illegal?
Yes, I don't think because usually if like okay, so you know our crowd that usually goes with that.
Yeah.
You know how we have like usually 5 people, it'd be illegal because you're not supposed to have any more than like 5 people together.
What if I wanted to go on a run like down the road?
Yes, that is legal.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know that.
You're allowed to do all that.
I thought about doing that, and I feel like it'd be easier because there's like basically no one on the road, so I could just do it actually in the road because we don't have sidewalks here in rural Georgia.
I know in at least this is the only place that I know guaranteed in Long Beach, California, but I imagine it does it everywhere else too.
That's quite a ways away, Mr.
Bud. You are allowed to go get groceries, go to the pharmacy, stuff like that. Any government type things like taxes or anything like that are still open as well. As far as I know, most of the banks are still open. All the necessary stuff, and you are allowed to go outside and walk. And that's it. You can't go do anything. Like, you can't, all the parks are closed, any recreational stuff is closed, but you're allowed to go outside and walk, because they want people to stay active.
Yeah, they want you to keep active. So I actually have the email that North Carolina sent me for their stay home because of my college, but I can't find it. And they actually have like, don't do this and do this, and you're allowed to do this, but be careful. Yeah, do.
Do, haha.
Yeah. Can't find it. However, I think I could probably pull it up on the internet.
Bro, those chicken wings are already wreaking havoc on my bowels. Should I not say things like that on podcast?
I wouldn't. I mean, let's see.
Wow, it just got really quiet.
Well, we're waiting for Ben to freaking find his email or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's like read the rules, but they're like, don't go and out to eat from restaurants. Do go and buy grocery go grocery shopping, but only buy the essentials. Not go overboard on it.
Yeah, don't panic buy, please.
Yeah, I at Ingalls and Hiawassee. Everybody in Hiawassee is like a lot nicer on that stuff too, by the way. However, this one dude came in on Wednesday and spent $600 on a bunch of stuff. And I thought that, like, you know, it looked like stuff that was like that's going to last forever. So I thought, okay, he just must be out of a lot of things. He came in Thursday and spent another $600 on the same stuff.
He needs it, bro.
You know what I bought in preparation?
Crackers.
Freaking stuff to decorate my room with. A pull-up bar, some toothpaste, and that's like pretty much it.
Pretty good.
I bought a cactus. His name is Mr. Fredrickson.
Why? Why Fredrickson?
I don't know. I just looked at it and I was like, "That's Mr. Fredrickson."
That's a Fredrickson right there, dude. That's a Fred.
Mr. is his first name.
I can't find
Mr. is his first name.
I actually can't find the email. However, they refunded the university dining.
Mr. is his maiden name.
Housing. But
did they kick you off campus?
I live in an apartment anyways, so I didn't have to get kicked off campus, but they kicked everyone out of the dorm rooms. And they said, "Oh, we don't know if this is going to be like till the end, because like they planned on everybody coming back in April, but they kicked everyone out. Like they made everyone move out and clean up the whole entire dorm rooms as if it was the end of the year."
Yeah.
So if they were going to say like for everybody to come back and live in the dorm rooms, it was going to be annoying. So I think they saw, which is weird for a university, in my opinion, to do this. I think they saw that we're not coming back, so they went ahead and kicked everyone out. However, they waited till like just now to release like refunds, which I think is horrible to do. If you're kicking everyone off of campus, you should refund them immediately. But
yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. It should just been like a boop bop bam, ready to go thing.
Boop bop bam.
I feel bad for all the.
There we go. We have a title.
I feel bad for all the seniors this year.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah,
it sucks.
We're gonna loop it right back around to prom.
Ooh,
segue.
Ben, hit us with your prom experiences.
Prom was a time, and hey Eli,
yes.
Are we able to pause recording?
I mean, you can just edit it out.
I'll just cut it out. That'd be easier, so I don't forget to re-record.
Okay, I have to run downstairs and roll up my windows in my car because it's on the. So I will be right back.
Okay.
You know, we should just not cut that out and just leave it.
I was planning on it. I was already planning on it.
Well, Eli, why don't
we just keep recording? Like, why don't we just you and I talk?
Talk about your prom experiences.
Do I have to?
Sucks. What? Listen, wasn't one of your proms good?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that one.
All right, I'll talk about that one. So, in high school, what year did you take chemistry? Like junior year? Was that junior year?
Chemistry was sophomore year.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever you... No, it would have had to... Yeah, I think I took chemistry junior year. And I met these two girls in the class, and I think I was already friends with one of them, and maybe acquainted with the other. I don't know, but we sat in the corner of the room. It was like those long tables, and it was like formed in a square. It was Paul's room. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
So you know what that is like. And we were sitting on the corner, and we bonded big time in that class. And it was me and Brianna and Peyton, and all three of us were blonde. And our teacher called us the blonde group. And we had a group chat called the Blonde Squad because we tweaked it a little.
Okay.
And we hung out all the time. It was great.
He's back.
Mr. Ben.
Yeah, homie had to go roll up his car windows.
We didn't even stop. We just kept talking.
Sweet.
I'm talking about
good transition.
I'm talking about my prom story right now. And the three of us, none of us had a date, so we just went to prom as friends, and it was super fun. And they played a song called "Stir Fry" by Migos that we were obsessed with for some reason, and we freaking lost our crap when they played it at prom.
What about
It was like our
chicken
anthem.
fried?
Oh, that's a good song though.
Cold beer on a Friday night. Pair of jeans that fit just right.
I
And
don't
the
want a
radio.
copyright strike. Bro, you know, last episode, whenever you told me to put in that clip of John
Yes,
Cena,
I saw that
it
it got.
freaking immediately got a copyright strike.
I saw it.
But it's fine.
was
Like,
so
I
good.
didn't... it's not like breaking the rules or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I know.
it's okay, but we can't monetize that one.
No, I know. That's okay. That's just one.
As
that
long
we
as it
can't
stays up,
monetize.
I don't care, because our YouTube isn't going to be monetized, like, maybe ever.
For a big long time.
Or,
So,
yeah,
like-
at least a long time.
So was it weird having like 4 proms?
Well, hold on. I'm gonna get to mine later. You talk about
Okay.
yours.
Me? Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to start with junior prom? Because that's kind of like
Yeah.
Okay. Junior prom was cool. It was cool going with like you or CC, so it was really cool. hanging out with
That
you.
prom was fun.
That was a good prom. That was a really good prom.
It was a very fun prom. I enjoyed that one a lot.
Yeah, it was a great venue.
The venue was so good.
It was so pretty, and also like dinner was delicious.
Also, at least for me, there was very little drama that prom.
there was zero drama at that prom.
You didn't
there was
have
nothing
any
going on.
with the person that you went with? Because
I
I
didn't-
know that the person you went with was not exactly your favorite person, at least now.
Oh no, I don't hate it. No, we're fine. We're all good. It's just I think everybody's annoying, to be honest. But like,
Yeah. And I mean, as far as I remember, there wasn't any drama. Like maybe she aggravated you a little bit, and then that was it. But it was like
no, that I had a fun time. It was great.
that was a really good prom. I think that was
we
probably.
actually started dating after that. It was
I'll
really
cut
cool.
it out, but who did you go with? I don't remember.
Me,
Yeah.
I only
Oh!
yeah.
Yeah,
That was then.
Cut the name
Yeah,
out.
definitely will.
And it was fun. It was really cool. Had some first things happen that time too.
that
Nothing
your
sexual.
Was that your first
It was-
kiss?
Yeah, it was my first kiss too. It was my
Oh.
first time having a kiss, and it was good.
Wait, how
It
old
was
were
really
you?
good.
16?
I remember that. I remember because
17,
you
I think.
came
No.
inside.
I was
Bro.
younger when I had my first kiss. I was 15.
So was I. I kissed when I was like 14. No,
Yeah,
I was
oh, that's
15.
a shame.
Can I leave in?
Dude.
Well, I assume not. Now that you said that, that's a shame.
But no, like it was good. I didn't really care what it happened. It was good. It was a good date, good time. I liked the relationship. It just got like annoying because I mean I don't know. I was doing so much, and I said I cannot handle all of this and then going into college. So I need to sacrifice one thing, and this is it. And then at homecoming, it got like weird because I went with just a random girl for senior year's homecoming, and that's when I started getting into drama with relationships, because I've had girlfriends before junior year prom, but like it got like there's so much drama with like after relationships with that after like in high school, like you date more than
high school relationships are so stupid.
I mean they're stupid now too, like there's still like
they were stupid then.
Yeah, but like I think when you get towards like past all of like you deal with it after a couple times, you learn to like, oh, okay, that ended on good terms, that ended on bad terms. Like you figure out like what really
you definitely learn lessons through it.
You learn a lot.
Yeah. But junior prom, amazing. Senior year prom, that was
whack.
That was whack, and it caught us lacking a lot. So like
that prom was just like kind of boring.
It really was.
Your senior proms. That was my junior prom, so that was good for me.
Yeah,
my junior prom
always pretty good.
My junior prom was significantly better than my senior prom, and it's funny because Karina agrees. Karina does not have the fondest of memories of senior prom, and she said it has nothing to do with me. It was the fact that one of our mutual friends was extremely sad all of prom. You cut this out.
Oh, I know who it is. I know who it is.
It was.
Yeah,
it's very sad. Cut her name out.
Was it because she didn't have a date or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's why. She was upset.
I actually went with friends.
But the thing is, I thought we kept everybody involved.
We did. We definitely did. And then she went on her own, and I think she just wanted some alone time. She was just upset.
I actually went with friends for both of my proms, and my senior one still wasn't good.
I think. Well, I know why.
You both know why, but I don't want to talk about it on podcast.
Okay, moving on.
But I went to, I think it was junior homecoming with Audrey, and I mean that was fun.
Yeah, because it was my senior homecoming that I went with Katie. That was also when Katie had her first kiss, coincidentally. I don't know how that happened.
Was it with you or was it like?
Yes, moron.
I don't know. I was like, wait, what do you mean? It coincidentally? It just like. They'll split up for a little bit and come back together.
She was just like, no, I have to use the bathroom, and then she went and made out with some dude.
Kissed somebody else. Yeah.
It do be like that sometimes.
Here's a plot twist. It was me.
Oh, dang.
Hey, congratulations, bud.
I think it's about time for me to talk about the fact that I've gone to prom 4 times.
5 times.
I think
no,
we should.
It was 4.
I think we should reveal how many women we've kissed each.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that either.
One of them is.
Yeah, I don't think that should be in the podcast.
Amen, baby. Eli, are you gonna cut that out?
Yes.
Dude,
no, I feel like we should talk more about like senior prom, like a little more, because like for me at least, like the person I went with, it was
I think we know. I think we know.
Yeah, y'all know. But like I don't know, it was cool. I liked the person I went with more than I did the junior year prom. But like it was so weird. Like, you know, you go to this event and you're expecting like, you know, to do like, you know,
each other
things that no who
amen,
amen. More like prom things, like go dance, like, you know, get excited for pictures and
I imagine you didn't do any of that.
We did pictures and we did dance, but it wasn't like you know, it was so, I feel like I had to warm her up to doing everything, and then
that's exactly how I felt.
And then she didn't enjoy it, and I'm like, it's like it's just like why are we dancing at prom kind of thing. It's like, well,
Why
why
are
are
we
we at
not-
prom?
If that's your
Why
attitude,
are we
then why
not-
are you even here?
Yeah, why are we even at prom if you don't want to go?
I'm glad
Yeah.
that the one time I had a date for a school dance, she wasn't like that.
Yeah, I mean, also like it's high school. It's
Yeah.
I can only name of like maybe 2 relationships.
I feel like a good
made it
80%
out
of
high
the.
school.
Oh,
Cool.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You're just cutting out a little bit, and I thought you weren't
Yeah,
talking.
no, you are too. We're fine.
I feel like 80% of I don't even know. Oh, 80% of people who go with dates have less fun than
Yeah,
I would
I mean,
say
as
that's
opposed
true.
to friends.
Unless-
I mean,
Unless you two are very close.
yeah,
If you just
and it's
ask
a big
someone
group,
to prom,
and the group hangs out.
yeah,
I mean, at homecoming, I went with a girl that she was great. We're just friends, but like we went in and then immediately split off, and then I went and hung out with people that all had dates, and that was annoying
Yeah.
and difficult because
Bro,
everybody
whenever
went.
they play the slow song, everybody's just like up against each other, and you're just sitting there like
Drinking
looking.
your, drinking your 6th cup of Fanta.
it gets warmer every time you get a new cup.
Yeah. Oh, there's never any ice at those things. There's never any ice at any like school event. Even at the
No, there's
4-H dances, no one ever thought of ice. They get like 4,000 boxes of pizza, but no ice for the drinks. And you're in a huge like warehouse where there's practically no centralized air conditioning, and there's like a crowd of like
4,000.
there's like
4,000
100
boxes
kids
of
like
pizza.
squirming around each other, dancing to like some weird 2010 bop because the school hasn't upgraded their sound system in like 10 years.
With no idea what's going on. Everyone's
Yeah.
just like, okay.
The school's like, oh, they're going to listen to the Showtime's tunes and have some cups of soda and play their dealy doos and stuff like that. I don't even know.
Literally everyone at prom just wants to go home and have sex.
Has there
Dude,
ever?
I ain't even playing, bro. That's exactly what like my date did. She was like, "Let's go." Like, I was like, "I'm not gonna be that couple at prom."
Has there ever been a high school prom in the history of the United States that has not had some punch that was spiked?
Our
Our senior prom was not spiked.
Junior prom wasn't spiked.
That's because Miss was just standing by it all night.
Yeah, do you remember?
They do that
the
now.
only time. Yeah,
Freaking
the only time I've ever
Hannah's
seen.
over there with his giant chest,
yeah.
guarding the fruit punch.
Going full like 8 mode on it. He's just sitting there. I remember senior prom, bro. Like, was sitting there at the gate. Like, he was snapping his fingers and like bopping his head around, and I was like, "Get it." But
All right, let me start
yeah, go
talking
in
about-
detail about your 4 proms.
I went to prom 4 times. So in my
Wait, no,
sophomore
real quick. What did you think of our senior prom photos when we were sitting out there at my house getting them done?
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, those are
I-
fun.
I love those pictures.
Yeah, I still look at those all the
absolutely adore
time.
them. Yeah, so do I. I love those pictures.
Yeah, I thought that was so difficult for me to like. Our pictures were fun because, like, you and I were amazing, but like the girls trying to take pictures with the girls, wasn't it like kind of difficult?
They're both so incredibly awkward.
Yes, they're so like antisocial. And my date and I had been dating for like I think almost a month at that point. Our relationships were like kind of broken in. It was so weird that they were so awkward around us.
Yeah.
And we're out there doing stupid stuff on the cameras. We're doing like "I'm not a crook" peace signs to the cars driving by.
Yeah. We
but
are
yeah.
absolute morons.
Hey, good photos though. We looked great.
Yeah,
we
did.
nailed it. Do you remember junior year photos though? Like that was so awkward. The only photo I have of my date and I, it's just weird. We're like, Noah and I are like, sitting next to each other, you know, like so excited, and then our dates are next to us, just so awkward, standing for both years. Oh, whack.
The only picture I remember is when all four of us were standing in a row holding the letters to spell prom.
Wait, I remember. Do you not remember the photos that we? Are you talking about
going to
senior
pee.
year or?
No, that was junior year.
Do you remember the photos we did at at that lake area
No.
with Cece and her dad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That and those two weird kids just came up over there. They're sitting there and they're like, I don't even know how they knew me for some reason. They're like, oh dang man, you look good. And I'm like, oh thanks, Billy Bob.
Okay, so for context, my girlfriend at the time lived in this neighborhood where this little kid and his brother, these southern kids, would just bother us all the time whenever
The
we were
kid
walking
came
around
up
the
and like
street.
shirtless with like in shirtless overalls.
He was like 13 and he had like 4 cigarettes in his mouth.
We ain't even playing. That kid was like, I think he was dipping at the same time.
He was dipping, but he
what a man.
wasn't wearing a shirt. He had a camo hat on with a hook on it.
And then like, was he
Big old boots.
Yeah, he was wearing boots, and his little brother was like walking around like in a t-shirt and a diaper.
This kid's literally like 13.
Gentlemen, I've returned.
Where did you go?
Where did you leave?
I had to pee.
Oh, we didn't even know you left.
I said I left.
Yeah, no, I remember him saying it, but yeah, dude, that those kids are whack.
Yeah. All right,
Whoa,
let me talk
kids,
about
bro?
my proms. I need to get
talk
on with
about
this.
your
Yeah,
97
we're
proms.
finally into the proms.
Okay, so my sophomore prom, I went with this girl. Her name was, and she was a grade above me, and so it was her junior prom. So I was a sophomore going into a prom full of juniors and seniors that I did not know, and I was terrified, and it was the worst experience of my life. And that was also the first sexual encounter I had ever had in my life, and it was at prom.
Am I allowed to leave this in, brother?
Go right ahead.
Even her name.
Not her name.
Take her name out. Anyway,
Wait,
but that was fun.
wait, what happened? Would y'all like? Y'all go back and like do the dookie or something, or?
Listen,
Bro,
I'll
two
tell you
girls,
after
one
we're
cup.
done. Dude, I'll
Do
tell you
the
after we're
dookie.
done.
Do the I don't know. I'm gonna
Alright.
say do the duty, but same difference actually.
So on a ranking of 1 to 10, sophomore prom was a fat 2. It was absolutely terrible,
Because it was poopy. Number 2, poopy.
dude.
Donkey.
So junior prom was really awesome. That's the one we were talking about. I went with this girl named Cece. You can leave her name in. She and I are on good terms now.
No.
We weren't for a while. That was
That's how
really
it
fun.
goes, bro.
We had a good time. Ben was there. That one was at a different venue.
Place.
It was in North Carolina, and it was like a warehouse, and it was so
Yeah.
so
It was actually
nice.
a train station. It used to be a train station.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But it was outside.
But that was because we actually didn't have.
Oh, I know.
Like,
Are you
anywhere
talking
to
about?
do it?
Yeah, take that out. But yes,
I'm going to, but I was just asking. I actually went there recently with Katie. That was interesting. I mean, we didn't go in or anything. 'Cause
Why'd you
it
go
was like
there?
blocked off. We were just bored. There's like a trail next to it that they claim is like haunted, and like a
Ugh.
train track. It was a really cool area, and it was nice to see something new.
That is cool. Might have to go by there.
That'd be fun. I could do
I'm down-
photography over there.
Do you guys want
That'd be
to
fun.
after Kim?
Yeah, once we can
quits
legally
being a
leave her.
moron?
Once we're allowed to open our front doors and not get sniped. Bro, there's just a sniper in the trees just aiming at everyone's front doors.
It goes like, you open the door, it goes, go back inside.
He just
it's
has
like a megaphone.
megaphone.
No, he opened the door, and then, like the barrel just hits your forehead, and it goes, "Go back inside, buddy."
I saw this one post somewhere that said it was talking about the pandemic and everything, and it was like, "Do you guys think the government is gonna enact martial law?" And I was like, "Why? Why would they?"
What did they need martial law for?
I don't know.
All right, so that was junior prom. Senior prom was with my good friend
Bottle
Karina.
flip.
Oh, I didn't rate junior prom. Junior prom is I'd say
Like
around an 8.
I would say no. Give it a 9. Give it a 9.
I'm giving it an 8, okay? Because it wasn't perfect.
You don't control
What
me,
would have been
Ben.
better?
What would have been better?
Yeah.
My date.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, the thing is, okay, she doesn't watch the podcast, but even if she does, she and I
She'd
are
agree.
Okay. Yeah, she'd be like, yeah, my date wasn't great either, so it's fine.
You'd be like, dang it.
Me and that girl are not. We weren't meant to date each other, and that's fine. We were just meant to be friends, and I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. I'm very happy in the relationship I'm in now. Anyway, senior year was pretty good. I went with my friend Karina. And
I thought y'all were dating at that time.
yeah, I know. Well, I'm saying friend because we're friends now, and also roommates. I live with her.
Yeah. Well, not
Kinda.
really roommates. You just live out in her.
I live in her garage, in her shack. So that was cool. That was a pretty decent one, but there was some stuff that went on behind the scenes that made it just a little dramatic and just not my favorite. So I'd give it probably a 7. And then so that was my senior one, and then my girlfriend now that I have currently, which we've almost been dating for 2 years, by the way.
Congratulations.
She's 1 grade below me. She's in Eli's grade.
Yes, sir.
So Eli's senior year, I was already graduated. So
I had honors pre-calculus with her. All right.
I love her.
I think that was what it was. No.
was it with
No,
me?
we had it was, but we had different blocks. I remember we saw each other like leaving, and she was coming in because she had the next
Oh, okay.
block.
Bro,
I
I do
wasn't
not
together.
miss school.
I don't. I thought I would, but I mean I did for a while, but I don't. I mean, of course I miss certain aspects. I miss chorus, and I miss seeing a lot of people every day that I know. and everything, you know.
could definitely say I do not miss school because I am currently in school.
Bro, it's about to be 2 years since we graduated, Ben.
About to be 1 for me.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let me finish talking about my last prom. My last prom was with my good girlfriend Graylee. I love her.
My good girlfriend,
Not my good girlfriend. My
as opposed to your bad
girlfriend.
one.
Dude. Whoa.
Stop right, bro.
Bro, should
I
I
just
just leave everything in and just label it rated R again?
Like swinging the
no,
breeze,
no.
bro.
I'd rather
No.
just press upload than freaking
Just say-
sit here and edit it for 8 hours.
That's what you signed up to do when you said you'd edit the podcast.
Yeah, you gotta put a frog over that one, bro. Get that out of there.
All right. Anyway, so that was a really nice one. There wasn't that much drama. Eli and I hung out a bit. I know Eli says
What are you
that
talking?
was
What are you even talking about now?
your senior prom,
My senior prom, your
the
junior
one that
prom.
I was also at.
No, my senior prom, your
Year out of high
freshman
school
year in
prom.
college prom.
But I'm not. I don't go to college. So yes.
Yeah.
My freshman year in the workforce.
There you go.
Bro, I
but
have
yeah,
a master's in work.
That was a really good one, and honestly, I think that was my favorite prom, and I'd give that one a straight, probably 9 out of 10.
Yes, sir.
Probably
The only-
hadn't you been like dating Graylee for like almost a year at that point though too?
Yes,
Yeah, that probably helps.
it does. It really helps because you know what each other like, and she knows that I'm not the biggest on slow dancing, so she didn't ask to.
But
And she
you get
wasn't-
freaking hyped at school dances, bro.
I do. I love school dances. That is something I miss. Both of these idiots can can vouch for me that I go absolutely
What did you call me?
nuts.
You go 8, bro.
I called you a dunce. Ben's still swearing. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Eli, what time are we at? We're at like an hour and a half, aren't we?
No, we're at an hour. We just hit an hour.
We did?
29 seconds ago.
Well,
I got
anything
another
else
hour
anyone
in
has
me,
to say?
gentlemen.
I don't know if I do.
I think we should talk about something other than prom and Corona for a little bit before we end it. Personally.
Well, can we talk about poop? Because I have to poop.
You have wait, aren't you using your phone, Noah?
Yeah, I am.
Bro, take it with you.
Mobile unit.
Y'all ever poop during a podcast?
I might have to, honestly.
Mid recording, just hear like a giant rip.
Bloop, bloop. Something I was wondering, Ben. Well, what did I just do? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you planning on getting the Series X when it comes out?
Yes, I'm excited about that.
What is that?
The new Xbox coming out. I have watched the build up of that, like the different. I'm excited for that. That's going to be a really cool product, and a lot of people are excited for it.
Why is it called the Series X?
Because Xbox hates us.
Well, what Xbox is doing is that they're changing everything to just like this new series, this new generation they're coming out with is just going to be Xbox. So when you go to a store and you go to buy an Xbox, you don't say Xbox One, you don't say Series X, you just say, I want the newest Xbox, and they'll give it to you. That's how they're playing on it to be. That doesn't really, like, even as I'm explaining it, doesn't
I know, listen, this is what they're trying
attacked.
to do. They're trying to get rid of generations.
Yeah, that's exactly. They're just trying to say,
from this point onward, the Xbox is the Xbox, and it will always play the Xbox games.
Mhm.
So, in theory, the Xbox library, in quotes, at one point is going to be the largest library because it's going to have things from like years and years and years ago.
Mhm. They're bringing in the original Xbox games, and then the Xbox 360 games.
Any game that was playable on the Xbox One, including the old Xbox games and the 360 games, are all playable, and you can use all of your Xbox One accessories with the Series X.
Yes.
It's basically just a better Xbox. It's like the Xbox One X. That's basically all it is, just stronger.
Mm-hmm. Like the current gen of consoles is this slim styled, like the ones we use now. Because if you're using like your Xbox now, like the big black one,
yeah,
that's currently like last gen. Because I don't know if you've played on a slim before, like the white one.
I haven't.
It is so much different. The hardware is different. The power is different. It's smoother. They have better components in there. That's what the gen is, and that's what they're trying to embed into the Pro. Not the Pro. Like that's what they have for the Xbox One, the Xbox X Enhanced, or whatever the new one that they have. That's better than the Slim. It's supposed to be like that Pro version.
Yeah.
But then the new one that they're coming out with, like the X, is supposed to be like just the new Xbox One. It's supposed to be like that kind of, how like the new, like everybody saw it was like the new product, the new style, the new chassis. It's no longer like what the 360 was. It's but if you notice
it's
how
its own
like
thing.
Yeah, like how we have the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X or whatever it is.
They all look similar.
They're the same thing. They're built off the same chassis, just have different parts. Like the better CPU, GPU, motherboard, all that stuff. It's just different. But when you get to the new one that's coming out, that's supposed to be the same body, same thing. It's supposed to be that same feeling that you got when you opened up like the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to be. I'm excited for it, But like, have you heard anything about the PS5?
No, I haven't.
They're
Apparently,
making another one.
yeah. They're I mean, yeah. But
Dude.
apparently, it's not gonna be. It's supposed to be as powerful as the new Xbox. However, the chassis is humongous. They haven't formed it down. They're using giant part. They're literally just taking a computer and putting it into a game console and calling it the PlayStation 5, which I whack because what Xbox is doing is like they're keeping it like as a game console. It is a game console. It is not a computer. However, they want it to rival or be able to compete with computer.
Gaming computers.
Gaming computers, yeah. The power of a gaming computer. But not be a gaming computer. They want to keep it that game feel because on PlayStation you can actually, I'm fairly certain, you can actually connect like keyboard and mouse to a lot of different games. And
I mean, you can do that on Xbox.
Yes, however, they have a lot more of like a supportive system on the PlayStation.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They're trying to, it's borderline a PC. That's what the line between that is being like.
I think what they're trying to do is compete with the fact that Microsoft also owns like 90% of the computers that exist in the world.
Well, they don't own it. Most of what was it? Dell and all those things. Like, yeah, they use it, but like HP and things like that, they just use the software. The components are not made by Microsoft.
Oh, that's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think Sony is trying to slowly weasel their way into the computer business because they aren't in the computer business.
I mean, for the longest time, you ever heard about like a Sony camera? Like, I used to.
What are you?
What are you doing, Eli?
For the longest time.
Whoa! For the longest
time. Whoa!
We just wanted you to sing for us, Ben.
Well, Eli, are you planning on getting the Xbox?
Nope.
Why not?
That's
it's a PC game.
That's pretty much just a fat, straight up no. You two and probably some others were trying to convince me to get an Xbox a while back. You guys remember that?
I do.
And I was considering it, but at this point, like throughout this entire quarantine, I have not played a single game at all, other than to see what the April Fool's Minecraft update was like, because that was really cool. I just never play games anymore, and I don't really know why.
Oh, by the way, Ben, we forgot to tell you this. For April Fools in Apex, did you see what they did?
No, I did not.
They gave the Mozambique 9 shots.
Bro, Ben, you called it.
Every Mozambique that spawned was gold, had 9 shots, and all the pellets did 20 damage, and it fired faster than a gold Mozambique usually does.
Ben
it was
called
the
that
strongest
you were going to talk
weapon in the
about Apex, but it took you an hour and 10 minutes to do so.
However,
well, we were talking about watch a video on it. It was absolutely brain dead, and Joseph and I were running 2 of them each. we won like 6 games with just the Mozambique. It was so good.
You know, I think it's funny that you make fun of me for like
I wasn't making fun
Destiny. No, not you.
I was like, what?
No, like makes fun of me for playing nonstop Destiny. He's literally said, "Yeah, all I've done during quarantine is play Apex."
No, listen. I make fun of you because it's funny. Don't make fun of me. It's not funny. That's just how it is. Okay, it's not funny when you make fun of me. It's only funny when I make fun of you, Ben. Come on.
Dude.
Boys, it is golden hour. I've got my window open. It looks beautiful.
You know what? I think it's a good time to stop.
No.
Eli, we're not recording
you just have to poop.
Freaking 6 hours. Yeah, I do. What do you mean we just have to poop? I do. That's a good reason. I have to take a dump, Eli. I'm going to come to your house and dump on your head.
I want to talk about one more thing, though. If you guys were done talking about games.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Are you content?
No, I feel
He has
pretty
some
good Sam,
content.
about it. It's
All
pretty
right,
good.
all right.
I want to talk I feel like we just talk about like our past lives, honestly. I feel like what's like I don't know. What do you got, Eli?
Wow, wow, man, that was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Not gonna lie, I've been
transition.
sitting here this whole entire time messing around on Destiny and then my computer and talking to y'all.
I've just been staring at my freaking wall.
So
Anyway.
have I.
With
Anyway.
headphones on your head.
Yeah, basically.
And your empty plate of chicken tenders.
No, I already took it back, Ben.
Oh, shoot.
I'm organized. I'm clean. I
Which
take
I
my
guess
dishes to the
I've
kitchen.
heard that. I've heard that your room is like the cleanest room in your house or something like
Oh,
that.
for sure, by a long shot.
Remember? Wait, no. Remember that like a long while back when you were still living with your dad. You're like, if Eli, Eli, Ben, and I were to live together, I think you said like, your dad or something like that. Eli would be the cleanest one. He'd have the cleanest
Yes.
room.
Hey, what?
I'd freaking clean all 3 of our rooms.
I would not complain about that. That'd be I struggle with that so much. Not because I'm just a slob. It's because I have so much schoolwork. I've been rearranging my own room to like make room
And all
for
you got to do for me to do that is pay a bigger portion of rent.
Dude.
I don't know about that. Maybe some additional pocket change for it. But what was your topic that you had?
Okay, so whenever I hung out with one of my friends 2 days ago, I hung out with Sky.
Mhm.
You guys both know Sky. He's an A1 comedian.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, he told me about. I was talking to him about how much time I was spending on TikTok and how I didn't like it. And then he told me about something called a dopamine detox. And he told me to just look it up. Like, basically, this is what he said. Basically, you just give up your phone for a full day and just research dopamine detox. And I was like, okay. So I looked up some YouTube videos and stuff yesterday. And it is so much more. There's a tick on my window. I just
Ew.
noticed that. I've been watching this bug crawl around on my. It's like in between the screen and the window, so it's not gonna get to me. But I've been watching this bug crawl back and forth, and I just realized it's a tick. Anyway, dopamine detox, or it's also known as a dopamine fast.
So is it like
it's-
is it like it's like was it like disconnecting yourself,
Yes, from everything.
like becoming more at peace with your own solitude?
Kinda, yeah. It's a lot more intense than he made it sound. Basically, you give up your phone entirely, other than necessity, which I don't currently have any necessity unless there's just an emergency, because I'm on quarantine. Like, if my boss is not gonna need me, you know, nobody's gonna
Yeah.
need me unless somebody's dying.
Which hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah. You give up food for a whole day. That's something that's not sitting well with me, because I eat a lot.
I mean,
You
huh.
you can drink water. You're allowed to drink water.
Yeah.
You're allowed to write. You're allowed to go on walks, go outside, you know. You're not allowed to talk to people, like, as little as you can, you know. Obviously, your family's going to say hey to you or whatever. You can't talk to people. You can't listen to music. You can't eat. You can't use your phone. You can't choke your chicken. You can't...
Choke your
It
shit.
literally said that specifically in the video. No masturbating. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing. Like, no watching TV.
You're just
Nothing.
disconnecting yourself from people and technology and the outside world.
Yes. You are not.
mean-
You're basically not allowed to have any dopamine. Like, you can't paint. Like, you can't do anything that you would regard as fun. You can
Why?
write and go outside, and that's like it. Drink water.
What would you do
It's like
all
a
day?
reset. I mean,
That's kind of impossible to do because your emotions tag to a lot of things. You might do something like small and think, "Oh, that's kind of fun," and then what does that do? You're like, "Oh, crud! I gotta start all over again."
well, no, I mean, there's some things that are gonna happen just because it's life. You know, like it's not a 100% or nothing thing. It's just
Right.
cut off as much as you can, and it's like
I
a
mean,
reset.
If
I would
I
just
was
sleep
able
all
to,
day.
that's actually bad.
I don't think that's allowed either.
Yeah. I guess it's like to reset, like get it entirely out of your system. So then the next time you do something fun, your dopamine will release, and then holy buns.
It's a lot more pleasurable.
Yeah. Which I don't know. I think like if you're doing that, maybe instead of like I know for me right now, if I was able to, I'd go out and do like what we just talked about, like going out to that haunted trail and do pictures because I love photography.
Yeah. But I've been thinking about taking one of these quarantine days to do it because I cannot think of any better time because nobody's doing anything.
like that's what I did. Like not did, but like I took like practically today. I took a my self day because I've been doing so much schoolwork and working. I mean, I've only worked about 17 hours this week, which isn't a lot. But when you're on top of like schoolwork and then
Yeah.
you're just trying to get like 1,000 things done. I took the time today, excuse me, to like just chill. And I worked on my car. I changed around in there. I moved. I unloaded it from all my college stuff. I don't know. I kind of just took a me day, I don't know, just to chill. And also, I've already no, I haven't told you this yet. I was talking to Eli about it a little bit. I'm actually transferring schools.
You are?
Yeah, I'm transferring to post college because I hang out with them a lot, and it was really cool. So I've been on like not only working on my school stuff and working on another school stuff getting transferred over there, because Western Carolina University. If anyone from Western is listening to me right now, that school is absolutely garbage.
Why did you want to go there so bad?
I didn't. I honestly didn't really put in the research to study and research my school. I studied it and it said I can graduate on like 2 years early. It said I went and people were nice and okay, this is cool. But then I got in there and everything hit the fan, and like we went through 3 chancellors. Well, one of them was acting chancellor, but like she stepped down to come up for the new chancellor. And then like what's even worse, like the other day I called the admissions office, and this is a professional business, by the way. Okay, school's not a business, but like that's how most colleges are run nowadays. So imagine you're calling a professional business. And like I was talking to the administration office because I need to get like everything transferred over so I can get my papers and stuff transferred. This lady could not answer any of my questions, and she kept saying that it's a student's responsibility to go find this paperwork. It's the student's responsibility. And I said, well, I don't know who to talk to. Do you know who to talk to? And she's like, it's the student's responsibility to go find who to talk to. And then she was like, okay, I need like basically like an attorney to get anything with the school. So I called my mom in, and y'all both know my mother. My mom starts asking like very direct questions, saying like, "Hey, this is what he needs. Where do we find it?" Things like that. This lady starts crying because she can't answer any of the questions that my mother is asking, and continues to like run over like my mother when she's speaking. So like my mom will start to ask a question, and she would like the lady would start to say something, and my mom is just like, I'm sitting there listening to this phone call. I'm like, what is happening? Because this lady's bawling. She is straight up like sobbing. You could hear it in the phone call, and my mother's like, look, you have the floor. Please say whatever you want to say, so we're not running at each other." And the lady says, "No, no. Go ahead, ma'am. I'm here just to help." And then my mom, okay, and then asks a question. The lady starts talking over her again, and my mom just immediately goes, "Okay, we're gonna go to the administrative. Like, we're gonna call the dean of students," and then hangs up. And then the secretary of the dean's office answers and is like, "What do you mean?" The lady started crying. And like threw us for so much of a loop. It was such a pain in the butt to get anywhere, and so that's why Western's is really not. That kind of just shows, honestly, how Western's going downhill. Did I disconnect from you guys? You guys went so quiet.
Bro, my mic's been muted this whole time. I'm a moron.
Oh, okay. Because I kept talking. I tried giving some pauses.
I just wasn't talking because I've already heard the story.
I've been talking this whole time and nothing came out.
Dude, oh man, I'm gonna tangent about like my mother made this lady cry at Western. It's just gonna be so quiet.
It's alright.
Dude.
Well, boys, I think I might poop myself, so I think we need to end this episode here.
Alright, I've been thinking about how we were gonna do the outro because Ben exists. I think you're gonna have to give us a starting note, Ben. Do you know our outro?
No, I don't.
Okay, just hum a note and say bye on that note. Oh, thank you for watching. This has been episode 21 of Descant.
I'm Noah.
Thank you for joining, Ben.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
This was definitely an experience.
It's been a pleasure.
Brother, amen.
We need to have Ben back on, actually, at my house because I feel like there's a barrier.
Yeah. This was fun. It was really cool having me on here. It was really cool.
Yes, sir.
It was super fun.
Like and subscribe, and I mean, I don't care. You don't have to. I love you. Thanks for watching.
Do it.
I'll beat you up.
Do what you want.
You won't do it. Do it.
No balls.
All right, Ben.
Not even one.
Hit us with it. I'll go second.
So I say like goodbye, but in a note.
No, just bye.
Just bye. Like
just bye.
Say it in a lower note. And hold it.
Bye.
Is he holding it?
I don't know. I don't know how to sing.
Hold the note.
Keep holding it.
And okay.
Breathe in and hold it.
Okay, and then after Noah will say bye, you'll go like bye or whatever note. Bye, and then I'll go bye, and then Noah will go bye, and they'll all stack on top of each other, and then we go bye.
How about y'all do that, and I'll just come in the end, and just go bye, and then that'll be the end of it.
Okay, but you still have to start us,
dude.
Yes, hit us with it.
What do I do again?
You just say.
You should end it right there. Just be like, what do I do again? Then just cut it.
No, sir. You just say.
Okay.
And
Bye.
just
hold it. Hold it.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't stop singing, Ben.
I did it. Stop singing. I guess I just naturally harmonized or something. Okay. All right.
This is going wonderfully.
Bye.
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 This is so hard on Discord.
That's terrible.
Alright, that's fine.
Dude, I'm gonna sound like an absolute pansy.